Hey everyone, Guppy Girl here, and today is another edition of Why Did I Buy More Plants? Yep, I do not know. I'm a plantaholic and plants make me happy, and there was a good deal. So let me just unbox this for you and me. These plants came all the way from Davis, California, which is where I lived for a good portion of my life while my husband went to UC Davis. But yeah, good memories there.
Let me just make sure there's nothing in here. Okay, this is just paper. It's good. Looks like we've got these plants here. We'll just double check all the little papers.
Okay, we've got these plants here. Actually, I'm surprised the Ziploc bag held them so well, but I'm very happy it did. It's pretty good. We're just gonna plop them into some plop them into some water. I don't know if you can kind of see how that moss is looking. Let me remove these ones. So this is some willow moss, and I know it's probably not that crazy, you know, it's not super rare or anything. I would deem this uncommon, at least where I'm from. This is a pretty uncommon plant. Now you're gonna have to bear with me because I do not recall this other stuff. I believe we got a few swords. So we have these little buddies here. Name of the plant will be down below. Looks good. Have one of these. This is a species of Aponogeton. They do get quite large. We have just a little baby here. Otherwise, I don't think anyone could really ship a fully grown Aponogeton plant. That might be a little difficult. And then I can't recall what this is. I'll have to put the name below. But then we do have this one here. Really bright red stems. That is crazy. So I'm guessing like more light will get you a brighter red stem. Or maybe they grew it in CO2. It's hard to say. I have a little piece of something. I don't know, this is interesting too. Honestly guys, I kind of like the hitchhiking stuff. Also when it comes with like plants, like hitchhiking snails, or even like whatever this is. I would have thought it's a like piece of, hornwort, but the way the leaves are coming out, kind of like coming out opposite of each other and alternating up the stem. I don't know what this is. Maybe some kind of liverwort. But yeah, I think this is super awesome. That little piece of who knows what. Let's just leave these sitting here. I'll probably get a little more water for them. But yeah, the reason why I'm calling this I don't know why I bought more plants is because I am moving. I'm moving all of my stuff to Seattle again. Back to Seattle. I am not too keen on doing that. I think we both agreed we were gonna keep these 3 tanks. Like I will just reset them up. Although don't tell my husband. I want to get one of the UN 60 liters for that one. But yeah, we'll leave that when we reset it up. Anyways, and we're also gonna reset up, of course, our little mini reef tank there. So everything else is gonna be going in these plastic bins. I don't know if you can see that too well. There's nothing too special about them. They're like, yeah, so why did I buy more plants? I don't know. I was freaking out. I was freaking out having to move, and then I was like, what makes me happy? Buying plants. But yeah, I wouldn't have got these if they weren't on a good deal too, so yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye. We are back. It is May, I don't know. It is Thursday in May. A few days. This is just so I can remember what I got because my brain is like moving like 1,000 times a minute, so I'm thinking about things and I will not remember otherwise. Looks like we have a few stems of AR Mini here, looking super nice and healthy. They were in the mail for just a little bit, so you can see one leaf came off. But yeah, definitely looks good. I think I'm gonna soak these a little while. She said, the lady I bought these from said she has a dirted tank. And then let's see over here, which this is the main plant that I wanted to get. Whoa, she gave a ton of this stuff. So this is Rotala orange juice. Let me move the camera a bit. So yeah, this is the stuff I wanted to get, and wow, she said she didn't have quite enough for one bunch, but she gave me like 3 bunches. Like, holy smokes, this is a lot. And it is looking super gorgeous and healthy too. Now this, don't think I have room for all of this. Oh, look who snuck in here. This is a little piece of Lobelia cardinalis. So we'll plant that up too. Yeah, this is looking so nice. In fact, I think I also asked for some, she said she didn't have enough orange juice to make one bunch. So I said you can throw in some AR Mini or the blood red Rotala. So it does look like some of this stuff might be the blood red Rotala. This one might be, because it's a little more red, and this one too. So yeah, we got a mix of Rotala blood red and Rotala orange juice, and they are looking really healthy and nice. Anyways, always keep your eyes out on that Facebook Marketplace, but always be careful when you give information and give people money, of course. Yep, I will see you after it's planted in some bin somewhere in my fish room. Alrighty, see you guys. I'm gonna just go up this stool over here. And over here, it might be a little hard to see. Why don't I just show you like top down? I know the water is a little greasy looking from the biofilm. And okay, there we go. There you can see, there we got one of those fire plants, another one of the fire plants right next to it that is a little smaller. And then same thing with the Aponigeton. We have one larger plant, one tinier plant. And then these over here, in the very, my finger is, those are the Ammonia species. So those look super nice. And we do have like a bunch of this willow moss in here, which came with that shipment too, that I just haven't put on wood yet. It does look clean of like any baddies, like, I don't know, anything weird, like weird larvae or worms or planaria. It looks clean. It's been in this bucket for a while, but I'll definitely check the rim of the bucket, like in the, where the water is, of course, in the bottom, because that's where you'll find planaria and hydra and all that stuff. But it looks good for the most part. And we also have, if it focuses, this weird little thing. Well, guys, this is a first. I found this in one of my newer shipments of plants that I just got. Good thing I was floating them in water, because this little guy was like attached to one of the plants at the bottom, although it looked like he was dead, and like I was like, what the heck is that? Then I saw one leg, like, you know, he's not moving, but I saw a leg, and then I started freaking out, and then I flinged him across the room. But I found him again, and yeah, oh my god, guys, this is so freaking disgusting. Like, I know I am okay with little worms and other things, but god, spiders and ticks, just I can't stand it. They're just too much for me. Pretty sure they are dead, because their legs aren't like moving. I contacted the seller pretty soon afterwards to ask them if they have aquatic ticks in their tank, because I wasn't sure if this was from an aquarium or just a normal terrestrial tick. They reassured me that there's just ticks everywhere where they're at right now in the Midwest, so it came in from outside and is not something that could live in a tank. I was so happy to hear that, and yeah, this experience really freaked me out. Well. Thanks to the power of procrastination and YouTube magic, we are going to jump into the future here, and I will show you the plants that I got, you know, how well they are doing, which it's going to be difficult because there's a lot of plants in here. Let's see if you can see this. So here is the Aponigeton. It has grown. It's really difficult to see. We have the small one kind of in the back there, and this larger one is up here a little bit closer to the front, but you know they both are almost like next to each other. Over here we have the two sword plants. You can see those two. There's one right there, then there's one right there. They're both really healthy and big-ish, although I think these stay like about this size, so how big can they get? Not that much bigger. But yeah, look at those leaves. Ooh, they are just looking fantastic. I love that color. And let's see, the other plant that came in this package of plants, that the first package I got, is this, what's the name? Amania? It's not this one, that is a bacopa, but no, it is this one right here, and this one has been growing super fast. It's this one over here. So there are a lot of stems of this in here. It's just covered up by all of this moss. So yeah, and it's gonna be hard to tell. There is a protein film on top here, and this is just if you're wondering, we do have some little inhabitants in here. We have some crystal red shrimp and some orange neocaridina, and everybody is doing super happy and healthy. And oh my god, look at all these wee little babies, so adorable. So they're in there for the time being until I can finish setting up the new fish room because I moved. Anyways, where is the other one? Alrighty, I have found them. They're in another bin too, but this one is the easier one to look at. So here is the Rotala orange juice. Now it does look a little worse for wear, unfortunately. I mean, it is surviving. It's just very unhappy, which I mean, I would be unhappy too if I didn't have food for like 2 months practically. So it is a little kind of raggedy looking. It's all this stuff, and it doesn't have its orange anymore, but it is still alive. You can see there's some nice little growth showing up at the bottom of the shoots there. And yeah, I mean, this guy will come back. He's just looking pretty bad, unfortunately. The one that does look way better though, if I move everybody aside, is the AR. Yeah, that is looking really good. I mean, it's not 100%, but just the veinage and everything is looking top notch. And now I'm out of focus, but I think you get the idea. Oh my cheese, I almost forgot to show you guys the moss. Now I don't know where that little interesting piece of, I don't know, I think it was like some kind of bladderwort maybe, but I do have this one. Oh my god, I do need to skim the water. But this is a very full of shrimp bin. So all of my Malawi shrimp are in here, and of course they all run away the moment I put my paw in here. Let's see if I can show you some. They're just all along the sides of the glass, although I know it's so hard to see because of the protein film, and they are see-through in colors, so that just makes it even harder to see. There are a ton of them in here, and they have basically just been feeding the moss and by making a bunch of shrimp poopies, and that has in turn made the moss explode in growth. So I already actually sold my first pretty large clump of this willow moss. Yeah, that looks like about everything. So this is all of the moss now. Now I know I started off with a good clump amount, but this is, considering I sold like about half of this amount already, it definitely doubled in size. So this is something I definitely need to start tying to wood to get it to grow more uniformly and nicely, so people can get a better idea of it when I'm trying to sell online. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's kind of similar to Physidens fontanus, but it is a little more thicker, more bushier. It's less feathery, you can see, but it is like also similar in the way that it grows up and has little fronds or whatever you want to call them. That is the moss growing quite well. It needs to be tied to wood, and as you guessed, this can't stay this way. They need at least a bubbler or something to be circulating the water. So yeah, these are all just temporary bins. There isn't any filtration other than the plants, and yes, not everything's perfect. This guy's a little getting some green water. This one has major green water, but we are gonna move the guppies out of there eventually, sooner rather than later. And yeah, this is the setup for now. It's not ideal for sure, but everybody's been alive, you know, for the past, well, since I moved, which has been, yeah, a little more than a month now. So yeah, this is everybody, and those are the plants. I'll do a more thorough update, of course, on like the new fish room, but this is a lot of work needs to be done, as you can see. Anyways, this is not a fish room update video, so let me get on with it, and I will see you in the next one.